we're here.
We're really
this is
here.
not-
This is not a
not
set.
Blue screen.
Did it
This
blow
is
your
for
mind
real.
when you first saw these bombers?
I mean, yeah, that stealth bomber there is,
Yeah.
is something to behold.
It really is.
I have to say, it kind of takes your breath away when you're walking past them and you're looking up and you're like, wow.
Well, also, it's what they can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you look at it now and you're like, yeah, that's impressive. Then you think that thing can flip and spiral and
Take everybody
goodness
out.
knows what.
Yeah, take us all out.
And by the way, take us all out. Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys get a chance to ride in one of these? Because you said you didn't film here.
No.
So
No.
one of these airmen came up to you now and said, "Hey,
I'm
jump
working
in,
on
let's
it."
go."
Yeah.
I keep being
hell
really
yeah.
friendly.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys.
Would you get in?
What
Would
are you
go?
doing at
I'd
lunch?
love to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they are pretty spectacular. I'm scared half to death, but they're pretty spectacular. I think I would jump in. So there's a lot of things I loved about this movie. But the first thing is the fact that Captain Marvel is arguably the most powerful, important person in the Marvel universe, right?
Yeah.
So I love that Brie Larson is that girl. What makes Brie Larson so perfect to be the most powerful person in the Marvel universe?
Brie is, well, not only is she a wonderful actress, but she, you know, in her work outside of acting, she leads by example.
She's an activist.
Yeah,
Well
she's
said.
an activist, and she stands up for people who don't have as much of a voice.
Yep.
Well said. It's so true.
Yeah, I think she's the perfect person to play this role, and you know, it was part of the reason why I signed up. I was so excited to get to
Really?
work with her. I've been a fan of hers for years, and now it's been great. It's been great to spend time with her, and I think she's brilliant.
As a woman watching this movie, I have to say I felt a little bit like a badass. I felt a little empowered seeing you,
Oh,
seeing Brie,
good.
Lashana, Annette, all of you guys really doing these amazing things in the movie. I wonder what makes you feel empowered. Not in a movie, but just in life. What makes you feel empowered?
It really encourages me when I see acts of kindness. I think, you know, there's so much division in the world at the moment, lots of terrible things happening, but then when you hear or when you see something and you see someone acting selflessly, that to me, it gives you renewed hope, renewed faith in kind of the human race, and yeah, that makes me feel good. It gives me optimism, and it kind of you know, stops you kind of spiraling into kind of cynicism, actually.
It's easy to go there.
It's so easy to go there, and I think it can be kind of easier to kind of think like that. And actually, it's the harder thing to stay hopeful, to stay optimistic. I mean, I hope this film makes people feel empowered. I hope seeing women in all these different roles in the film and a whole spectrum of different kind of female relationships in this film, whether it's mother-daughter, friendships, rivalries, you kind of see the whole spectrum. I think that's great. I don't think you've really seen that in a film like this before.
Jude, what about you? What makes you feel empowered?
It's hard to top that, really. I think what she just said, what Gemma just said, is a thing of real beauty, and you know, kindness, understanding, humility. I think also, you know, seeing people finding joy in life with very little.
Yeah.
One of the things that worries me most about the world I live in the West is that we seem to be caught up with needs to. The answer is by bringing something into your life rather than looking at what you have. So I think people or communities that I've seen in very simple or very desperate situations who are still finding hope and inspiration and kindness, just as Gemma just described, is really moving, and makes you realise that you yourself can get through anything because you're probably more fortunate than most.
How many cool points you got as a papa being in a Marvel film now? Are you like top of the charts?
They are, they're very excited. My youngest son has actually he saw it with me.
Oh, dude.
First of all, you know, it's not what they say to me, it's what they say to their friends, right? Because with me, they're still like, yeah, it's all right, yeah, it's pretty good. They probably, I hope, keep the gushing for their mates and pals that they go and see it with. They're just, you know, what's exciting is these are experiences that I've taken them we'll stock up on popcorn and sweets and all the good, bad stuff.
I love that.
And go and see these films together. So, vicariously, the idea of them now seeing me in there, I hope I don't burst the bubble. I hope they're not suddenly like, oh, that's my dad.
No, I think they would see this film and say, my dad's a bit of a badass.
I hope so.
My dad's like, he's knocking peace.
What was interesting, there was a window when they were little, they'd come and visit me on set all the time and spend a lot of time with me. And then there was the natural window where they were like, okay, set's really boring. I don't want to come anymore. And it was very interesting the number of calls I got when I was on this set. How many of them, they all wanted to come down all the time just to see a little bit.
You didn't say that the last film.
Exactly.
I don't know if you were like me, Jude, when you saw Gemma in Crazy Rich Asians. You took my breath away. From the moment you stepped on film. I'm serious. Girl crush from scene 1, frame 1.
True.
I mean, it really... fantastic.
I have, yeah.
Are you happy?
Yes, I have.
How did that experience? How is it
Let's be honest. Gemma was pretty brilliant. Excuse me. Pretty fantastic in everything, right? That's my London just dropping straight out. It's all right, that'll be cut though, anyway.
I've talked to everyone on that.
It's true though, right?
I mean, come on, it takes a village.
But I've talked to everyone on that cast about how it's kind of changed the trajectory of their career. I haven't gotten the chance to ask you that same thing, how that experience has changed the trajectory of even, how you look at this industry even.
Well, it's the first time I've been part of a film which has not only kind of, lots of people have gone to see it and it's been entertaining, but it's special because it has changed in some way the conversation or the landscape, and I think it's a real privilege to be part of a project like that, and hopefully like this one as well, which in terms of representation, it's pushing the conversation forwards, and I just feel really grateful, really proud, really happy to have been lucky enough to be part of these.
Well, Astrid has lots
projects.
of stories to tell, so we can see you in the sequel.
I hope so. Yeah. There's tons of amazing material in Kevin Kwan's trilogy. So, if they want to go there's lots there to delve into.